Welcome children. Today we will be discussing about the chapter 4 EVS, the story of Amrita. Children, you know that our environment consists of living things and non-living things. Living things such as animals and plants, non-living things such as climate, weather and natural resources. Our environment strikes a balance between living things as well as non-living things. When even one of these gets imbalanced, our environment will be degraded. All the living beings interact with the immediate physical environment. Such interaction is called as ecosystem. The human activities such as overpopulation and deforestation causes the imbalance in nature and also the degradation of nature. We will learn in this chapter more about how to save our plants and animals in this environment and also to conserve this environment in a collective manner. The story of Amrita is based on the true story which happened in 1730. The Bishnois were considered as India's first environmentalists, and if you see, they have love for their nature and they conserve the environment of their immediate surroundings. So this makes the true Bishnois. In this story, if you see, when the king's men approached to cut the Kijri trees in Amrita's village, the Amrita and her village men stand against of cutting of trees. In this, there were 300 people killed. This message was passed to the king. After knowing this, the king came to the village and was ashamed of his mistake, apologized the Bishnoi community and also stopped the people from cutting down of trees in the Bishnoi community area. This is the gist of this story which happened in 1730. If you see the all-round aspects of this story, it emphasizes on conservation of environment, and we have to bring out the true Bishnois in each and everyone amongst ourselves, and this story inspires each and everyone for that sake. Chipko movement was the first non-violent protest in India to protect the forest that were to be destroyed for construction purpose. This movement made the government to realize the importance of forest and ban the cutting of trees. Over the next decade, it inspired similar movement across India. The famous Chipko movement started in Uttarakhand and extended throughout the northern Himalayas was also inspired by this story of Amrita and the Bishnois community. This is a very inspiring story where around the world and India, many places this story has been an inspirational motivation for many communities to save our environment. This is especially recognized by the government, and every year there is the award given called the Amrita Devi Bishnoi Award for Wildlife Conservation in India. I taught this lesson, the story of Amrita, in my class, and I have planned a field visit for Vijay and Surabhi, who are my neighbor as well as my student. Come on, let's all together go and learn more about environment in the field visit.
Kids, come inside. It is too hot today. See what I have brought for you today. Your favorite fruits. Mangoes, apple and guava. Which one would you like to have now?
Mangoes.
Mangoes? Okay, let us have mangoes. Is this tasty?
Yes. Yes, Ma. You also have a bite?
Mmm. very tasty. Do you know, children, these fruits are good for our health. They contain minerals, vitamins and fibers which make our body strong and ready to fight against harmful bacteria and viruses which cause diseases to us. Children, do you know these fruits grows in the tree? Have you seen mango trees anywhere?
Yes, Ma. I have seen it in the park.
Good.
Even I have seen it, Ma.
Have you seen any plants near our house?
Yes, Ma. In the park near our house and on the roadside, many saplings are planted.
Now tell me why they are planted there?
Ma, they are planted there to give fruits, shelters, shade and our air fresh.
Very good, Vijay.
Ma, even trees bring rain and maintains the climate.
Very good. Have you seen any person taking care of the trees in the park?
Yes, Ma, 5 persons are taking care in the park. They work as gardeners.
But it is everyone's responsibility to take care of the plants. We celebrate World's Environmental Day on June 5th every year. This is the most significant event which run worldwide to protect and save our environment. In simple, it means we need to take care of plants and animals around us.
Yes, Ma.
Good, children. See who has come? Your teacher. Sir, please.
It's okay, ma'am. As we all planned today, shall we go for a field visit?
Yes.
Are you all ready for that?
Yes.
Teacher, Vijay and Surbhi pack some snacks and water bottle for the field visit.
See those mango trees. See those mangoes. Would you also like to have mangoes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, not now. After going home, we'll have mangoes, okay? Now, can you tell me, only we eat mangoes?
No. Birds and some animals also eat mangoes, sir.
Oh, Vijay, can you see some mangoes there? Can you tell me who has eaten those mangoes?
Squirrels.
Squirrels. Vijay? Bats. Yes, most of the birds and animals eat fruits. Birds and animals that eat plant and plant products are called as herbivores, and animals eating these herbivores are called carnivores. Some animals are capable of eating both plants and animals, and these are called omnivorous. Plants prepare their own food in the process of photosynthesis, hence they are called autotrophs. Okay, shall we move to the next spot?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let us go. Come. See those small plants and grasses. Who has planted these?
Sir, they grow on their own in the nature.
They grow on their own?
In the nature.
Yes. These plants produce seeds and spread throughout the space. Nature gives them nutrients, air, water, light, temperature to grow on their own. There are several methods that gardeners use to propagate plants like seeding, cutting, grafting, budding, etc. You also try to grow plants in your garden after going home. See those coconut trees. See those mango trees. Many trees we have seen in our place. But do you think we could survive without trees?
No. Because trees give us the oxygen to breathe and food to eat. Even animals also depend on trees.
Yeah, we get fresh air from trees, and we get rain from the trees, which maintains our ecosystem. Now you understood the importance of trees?
Yes.
Now we will have a look at all those trees around us. Come on.
There you see, sir, cat hunting on a rat.
What?
Cat hunting on a rat.
Cat hunting on a rat.
Show me.
Where it is?
There.
Oh, it
Ah.
ran away.
I have heard humans also hunt animals.
Yeah, it is not good to hunt animals. There are government rules against hunting of animals.
Then, sir, why do you think there is this punishment?
Because these stringent punishments are there to save our animals. Because animals are also important for our ecosystem. Now do you understand why there are punishment and rules?
Yes, sir.
Okay, come on, let us go for the another space. See, nowadays we are not able to see the rare birds kind of pigeon, sparrows, vultures near our surroundings. Can you make two guesses why these birds' population in the cities and many places have reduced?
Sir, hunting and cutting down of the trees are the two main causes which are reducing the number of these birds.
Okay, yeah, you have told it exactly correct. Because hunting of birds, hunting of animals, and the cutting down of trees are the major causes of the reduction of bird population. Now, let us go and see some beautiful flowers and birds around us. Come on. Okay, kids, now tell me, what are the basic needs of a plant to live and grow?
Sir, water,
Water.
sunlight,
Yes, one more.
soil.
Very good. Sunlight, soil, water, and many other things makes a tree to grow and live. Have you understood what are the basic needs?
Yes.
Shall we move on? Now have you taken some rest?
Yes.
Some more visit we will do. Come. Look at those flowers. How beautiful and colorful it is. Go and touch and see those flowers. How colorful it is, no? Even trees, yeah, you can take. Even trees bear flowers. Flower is a reproductive part of the plant and also source of food for some living organisms like butterflies, honeybees, etc. Beauty of these flowers are so appealing to humans. The aesthetic appreciation of flowers is used to decorate special events like birthday parties, wedding reception, flower shows and flower exhibition, attract humans and give pleasant feeling of freshness.
Sir, do the flowers remain to the tree throughout the year?
No, trees bear flowers only in seasons.
Sir, in which month the leaves fall?
Leaves of the tree usually fall in the month of January. Okay. Leaves usually fall in different seasons in temperate and tropical and subtropical forest. In spring, the weather usually turns warmer. Trees begin to grow their leaves. Plants start to flower. The spring season in India is in the months of March and April. This is the importance of spring season. Now we have to go back to our home. Hope you have enjoyed this trip, and now you have to promise me after going back home to sketch your dream garden in your own notebooks. Will you do?
Yes, sir.
You have now understood how we depend on plants and animals. We should not cut trees unnecessarily. We should educate people about the conservation of plants and protect our environment.
Vijay, Surbhi, and their friends were playing under the tree, during which they saw a group of construction laborers starting their work by cutting the trees. Then the children discussed among themselves in a group regarding a story narrated in the class and rushed to their parents to discuss the same. The children informed their parents about cutting off the trees around their houses and its bad effects. Listening to these, parents asked the children, "How do you all know these?" Children replied that they have heard a similar kind of situation in a story named The Story of Amrita in their class. Parents asked them about the story.
This is a true story from long ago, almost 300 years ago. In a village called Kejadi lived Amrita. Kejadi village is near Jodhpur in Rajasthan. The village got its name because of the Kejadi trees that grew here in large numbers. The people of this village took great care of the plants, trees and animals. Goats, trees, hares and peacocks roam fearlessly. The people of the village remembered what their elders used to tell them. They used to say, "Agar पेड़ है तो हम हैं," meaning to say, plants and animals can survive without us, but we cannot survive without them. Amrita would get up early every morning and greet her friends. The trees were her friends. She would choose a special tree for the day. She would put her arms around the tree trunk and whisper to the tree,
"Friend, you are strong and beautiful. You care for us. Thank you, tree. I love you very much. Give your strength to me also."
They would play for hours in the shade of the tree. Time went by and Amrita was now grown up. One day she went to greet her trees. She saw that there were some strangers in her village. They had axes with them. They said that the king had sent them to cut trees for wood. The wood was needed for building the king's palace. Amrita was shocked. She went to the tree and the men were about to cut it. She put her arms around the tree and hugged it tightly. The men shouted at her and threatened her, but Amrita did not let go of the tree. The king's men had to follow his order. They had to cut the tree. On seeing this, Amrita's daughters and hundreds of village, old and young, got near the trees to protect them. Many people, including Amrita and her daughters, died to save the trees. When the king heard of this, he could not believe that people gave up their lives for trees. He visited the village himself. There, he learnt about villagers' respect for trees and animals. The village's strong feelings for trees affected the king greatly. He ordered that from then on, no tree would be cut and no animal harmed in that area. Even today, almost 300 years later, the people of this area called Bishnois continue to protect plants and animals. Even though in the middle of the desert, this area is green and animals roam freely without fear.
After listening to the story from their children, the parents in the community came together and discussed the situation around them. Then, in a group, the whole community takes a stand against the cutting of trees. They approached the construction team to explain the after effects of cutting of trees and also asked them to avoid cutting of trees. Then the construction team shifted the area of construction and they accepted to continue their work without cutting the trees. The whole community appreciated the children and was happy for their love towards the surroundings. Here are some questions for you kids. Now tell me what kind of trees you see a lot in your area. Name 2 such trees. Find out about these trees from your elders. Friends, enjoy with trees and share your experiences in home. Help planting more trees around your home with your elders. Interaction between Mother, Vijay and Surbhi in the night time.
Ma, look at this. Match the following activity given in my class.
Oh, Surabhi, Vijay, let us together do this activity.
This is a thinking activity for students, helping them to understand the habitat of the organisms, to identify their place for living. Organisms and habitat choose their ideal place for living.
Ma, see this activity. It is interesting. It is also given in the class.
Okay, let us do this activity also. Come.
This helps them to understand the eating habit of the organisms. They should find the right food for the appropriate animal. One animal has to be mapped with one food only. Ma, Vijay and Surbhi completes the activity.
Let me share with you the craft work which I have done. Come, let us see how to do this activity.
This craft uses things that are found in nature to create forest characters that you bring to life. Things needed: fallen leaves, small sticks, bark, and tree nuts that are found on the ground. Construction paper or card stock. Glue. Colored pencils or crayons. Scissors. What to do? Arrange what you collected on the construction paper to form bodies, legs, arms, feet, etc. Use your imagination with the placement of these items.
Ma, can we trace a leaf on a paper using crayons? I got this idea while doing the craft.
Yes, let us try this.
This art project utilizes a technique that transfers the imprint of a leaf onto paper and brings the beauty of nature into your home. Things needed: construction paper, assortment of fallen leaves collected from the ground, colored pencils or crayons.
This trace of leaf has come out really good. Kids, it's a time for dinner. Let us have our food.
Ma, Vijay and Surbhi completes the activity.
Hey kids, I am back. Hope you have enjoyed the field visit the story, the parents' interaction among the community, and also the heroic movements expressed by students to their parents, which stopped the cutting of trees through the simple story, the story of Amrita, which they have listened in my class. This simple story is making a significant move and impact in the society. Such simple stories are only the basic motivation for everyone's life, and we also should take some motivation from this story to save the environment. This is very important for any community to save trees and animals and love nature. Trees are important part of our ecosystem. They provide wood for building and pulp for making paper. They provide habitats for all sorts of insects, birds and other animals. Many of these fruits and nuts come from trees, including apples, oranges, walnuts, pears and peaches. Even the sap of trees is useful as food for insects and for making maple syrup. Yum! Plants also keep our air clean and ecosystem healthy. We breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. During this process of photosynthesis, plants use this carbon dioxide and release oxygen, thereby balances carbon dioxide in atmosphere. This significantly reduces the global warming. Plants prepare own food by the process called photosynthesis. We and other animals depend on plant for food and some other basic needs. The roots of the trees hold soil and thus prevent soil erosion. Plants also have medicinal importance and cure many diseases. Applying the knowledge of medicinal plants to cure diseases is one of the traditional and oldest healing system of India called Ayurveda. Plants around us give us fresh feeling and happiness to mind. Hence, thousands of artists, professional and amateur have painted pictures of trees. Similarly, thousands of poems, songs and stories have been written on them. Through this lesson, we have understood for a peaceful and healthy life, we need to conserve our environment. So, we all should unite together to save our environment and conserve it. Thank you.